Okay, good evening. It's Sunday, 3rd May, 7:49 p.m. and I'm about to record uh I'm about to record for about to record a weekly analysis for the coming week, and we can start from XAUUSD. So let me get rid of this. Also ignore this portion. This is just me trying something out, so ignore whatever you see from before here. Okay, yes. So on the monthly time frame, we can see price action is still inside the previous month's candle. Now, if we are expecting bullish movements, we have an understanding that price has to take out a sell side liquidity before it goes upwards. So if you're expecting bullish movements, that means we would want to see price take out this low, this particular low, before it goes up. Then if we're expecting bearish movements, we expect to see price gap below this low and then close in an engulfing pattern. Do you understand? But this is the monthly time frame, and it's going to take us long it's going to take very long for us to achieve this result. That's why we break it down. We further break it down to the weekly and the daily to know what price is trying to do. Let's go back to the monthly and circle or mark out certain points in price that we'll use to operate. Okay, that's amazing. This is the weekly. Okay. So now, yes. So now, as you can see, price eats into this fair value gap, the one that was created, the one that got created from this point all the way down to this point. And price ate into it, went up. The next candle to went up, went above this high. The next candle to went above this high. Now, I want you to notice something. When they were going above the high, they were not closing above it. This candle, this particular one, closed above this high, but you can see that the next one opened, went up, took out this high, and then withdrew back in. That's to make us understand that price is not trying to reprice itself higher. If it was trying to reprice itself higher, we would see a close above this candle. So since price is not close above this candle, we are going to maintain our bearish bias, but far from it, because price has already done this action. It has eaten into this fair value gap, and when we go on the daily, you see that there's another fair value gap there. Exactly, this is a separate fair value gap on the daily. No, come on. Oh, nice one. I don't even think we need it anymore because price has already done what it has to do. So let's go to the weekly. Now on the weekly, the candle before, sorry, the previous week before last week was inside this range, and then having forecasted that price is going to enter the fair value gap and go down, immediately this candle closed, I circled the high of it and then the low of it. I did this so that I can measure the levels where price is going to get to before dropping. Do you get it? So that it can be easy for me, because when you circle the high, when you mark out the high and then the low, you are giving price a range that it should deal in. And then I've mentioned this before, that when you mark out this high and this low, you are basically saying that, okay, price is within this range, and then I'm trying to look for liquidity above or below this particular point, just the same way we did this. Do you understand? So for this particular candle, after this close, we'll mark out the high and the low, and since we are expecting price to continue going upwards, we are going to target here as our take profit target. You see, so price opened, came down, did all its brouhaha. In fact, let's go on the daily time frame and see how price responded. or maybe as low as the 4-hour time frame. Let's see how price responded. Yes, so price went up, came down, came all the way down to touch this level, this order block. Some people will call this place support. Touch this level and then started going up. It went up, broke above this high, came down again, came all the way down to this level, this order block. Again, some people call it support. So came all the way down to this support and then went up to break this high. Then a final liquidity sweep before the drop. Now let's go back to our weekly time frame. Nice one. Price has taken out this high. Sorry, price has taken out this low with this candle, this particular candle. So what we are going to be waiting for next is for price to take out the monthly low, the one I circled but then removed. Sorry, the one I marked out but then removed. This circle and mark out where it's confusing me. Let's go on the daily. The daily time frame. Let's finish our work on the weekly first. Perfect. So price was inside this range. It didn't go below it. It closed over here. So what do we do next? We bring our candle here. Sorry, not candle, line. We bring our line here, mark out the high and the low. And since we are bearish, we are going to what? We are going to expect price to come all the way down and take out this low, and possibly this. I'm saying possibly because whilst I'm speaking, in my imagination, I'm seeing this candle as non-existent. Do you understand? So if I'm seeing it as non-existent, that means I'm still forecasting that if it goes below this low, there's a possibility it might reach all the way, it might reach for this low. You get it? And then it actually did. It opened, went below this low, took out this low, took out this low, came all the way here, and then retraced back in. Now, since this line on the monthly time frame is the same as this low, I'm going to get rid of it and then bring my analysis down to this candle. Yeah. Go crying to me. Now we double doors on the gang. Sometime everything is coming to me. Locked in every day. I did on my grind. My money make a kunini. Oh no. Oh, I mistakenly quit. Oh, god damn. Okay. The high is 4730 13, and the low is and the low is 4510 and 34. Oh no. Yes, for the high. Then the low is 4510 and 32. Okay, now let's go on the daily and let's see what price is going to do. Okay, so there's something I do whenever I'm making my analysis. After pointing out this high and this low, I mostly look at the previous candle and I bring my focus down to this wick. this particular week. Let me show you why. The reason for this week is that when you go on the lower time frame, there's a possibility this week is a retracement, and then most times what retracement to do is they leave resistance or support levels in the market, what we might call, what we ICT traders will call order block and breaker block and all those other block, vacuum block, then block, all those things. You understand? Thank you. So now let's go on the 4 hours. So let's go on the daily time frame and see. You see, look at what happened. Price came all the way down, retraced upwards and touched this level. Then what do you see happen? After it touched this level, it started coming down. Do you understand? Look to your left again. What do you see over here? Exactly. Fair value gap. So seeing this, we have an understanding that price has come all the way to rebalance itself. So what is it going to do next? What it's going to do next is that it's going to come all the way down. Why would it come all the way down? Someone might ask. It's because it has rebalanced itself. I keep mentioning market consists of the buyers and then the sellers. Now, if the sellers have had most opportunities in the market, something like this, like a move like this, you can see that the sellers had most opportunity in the market. So what did price do after sellers had the opportunity in the market? It rebalanced itself higher. Can you see that? Yes. So it came all the way from this low to this high. You understand? So it's making sure that buyers and sellers are participating in the market fairly. And most times when it's rebalancing itself, it goes above or below, depending on the buyers. It goes above or below the equilibrium level, that is the 50% level. Do you get it? So now, having seen price gone above the 50% level and enter the premium level, remember, anytime you want to buy something, anytime you want to sell something, you want to sell it at a premium level. And anytime you want to buy something, you want to buy it at a discount level. This is what I'm saying relates to Forex. I'm not saying if you go somewhere and maybe they are selling a Toyota Land Cruiser for $8 million or whatever amount they are selling it for, you wait for it to come to like 5 million. If you need a car urgently, you buy it. You understand? So yeah, it relates just to the Forex market. So please, if you're applying it, you can apply it anywhere, but that's your own cup of tea. Now, if we measure this whole price run with the Fibonacci and we extend it lower, we can see that price has a possibility of coming all the way down here. Do you understand? But this is a long-term goal, and then I'm not going to try to give anybody the mindset of, oh, price is going to reach here. But this is a level I'm targeting. That's the reason why I did this on my chart. And that's the reason why I said ignore it too, because I'm not certain price is going to come all the way here. It will have to give me more clues for me to believe it's going to come all the way down there. Do you understand? Let's get rid of it then. Okay, so this is our fair value gap, and then our premium level. This is what drive price lower. Now, since it has drive price lower, let me get rid of it so that the chart is not plenty. Exactly. Please bear in mind that this is a previous week high I marked out, and this is the previous week low I marked out. You see, so that you are not confused. Now let's establish that this is the fair value gap, and this is also the fair value gap on the daily. Now what do you see? This is also the week from the previous week that I circled or I highlighted. So what do you see? You can see that price came all the way down, retraced back up, heads into this fair value gap, swept liquidity above here, touched the wick. That is going to be the resistance level. Touched the wick over here, and then started coming down. Do you understand? So now let's go on it 4 hour time frame. Now let me limit the fair value gap to this particular point so that it's clear, and we know that okay, price has rebalanced itself efficiently. So we are no longer watching this whole point to this whole point as a fair value gap. We are watching just here and here as a fair value gap, and as we can see, price came all the way, entered this fair value gap, touched the tip over here, and then started coming down. So what do we do? What do we do from here? We mark out our liquidity sweep. So liquidity has been swept now. Anytime you are looking for bearish movements in the market, and you see price take out a previous high, and it does not just take out a previous high, it enters a fair value gap. It does not just enter a fair value gap, it touches a previous support 10 resistance, then you have to have the mindset that you are going to chase price lower. Why? Because it has given you many confluences. First confluence is the fair value gap, the second is the liquidity sweep, and the third is it's touching the resistance over here. Support 10 resistance. The reason why I'm saying support 10 resistance is that when price was over here was support because it was bouncing off of this level. It comes all the way down here, goes up, comes all the way down here, goes up, comes all the way down here, goes up. So we term here as the support. But what happened when it got here? It broke below this low. So now this support has become a resistance. Do you understand? There's a lot of price action here. It's going to be very difficult for price to climb out of this position. You get it? Okay. Having made that clear, let's go on the 2-hour time frame. Yes, this is what I like to see. So price has taken out this high, sharp move downwards, 1-hour time frame, and then I believe price is going to continue going lower. It might create a small structure, go up small, touch somewhere here, and then drop down below again. But ultimately we'll be looking to we are aiming for this level, we are targeting this level. Do you understand? Exactly. So let's wait for the coming week to see what price will do, and then we'll know the specific entry points to use. BTCUSD monthly time frame. Great. So BTCUSD was ranging inside this monthly candle, and this is a fair value gap. Let me extend it. Let me make the analysis more clear. Yes, this fair value gap, this liquidity, swept the liquidity, but let's leave it there for now. Now, I mentioned earlier that whenever price is trying to go lower and then you see it going upwards, it's going for two things: old high or rebalancing the imbalance. Do you understand? So yes, it's going all the way up. It's going to take out this high, then it will come down again. You get it? So we are waiting for price to take out this high, which it did over here, but then I'm not convinced. I'm waiting for price to further break this structure again and then come down. If it breaks this structure and then closes above it, then we know that okay, there's a possible shift in price action. But if it doesn't close above it, then I'm still going to believe that it's going to come all the way down. So let's go on the weekly time frame. Great. Let's go on the daily time frame. Great. These are no serious candles. These are not engulfing candles. Do you understand? They are not engulfing candles. So if you are trading BTC, don't be moved by what you are seeing. Price can go all the way up, take out this liquidity again, and then come all the way down and break this structure. Immediately it breaks this structure and it closes below it. You should have the mindset of chasing price downwards all the way to this low. If not this low, we'll be targeting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you understand? If it doesn't come all the way down here, it might come all the way down here, or down here, or down here, possibly. You understand? So still bearish on BTCUSD. XAGUSD. For XAGUSD, you already know when we do our analysis for gold, we apply same thing to XAGUSD. The only difference will be the entry patterns. The only difference will be the entry patterns. So let me make XAGUSD. I've messed this thing up. Let me make it clear. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go on the weekly. So for XAGUSD2, you can see that the current month's candle exactly. So price shifted downwards. It didn't close below this low though. This is XAGUSD silver. So take note, take note, take note, take serious note. We didn't see price close below this low for silver. So don't blindly follow what price is giving you. Look at the price action. That's why we call it price action. You see, sometimes people say actions speak louder than words. You can't tell me you love me and then you know be doing what love commands you to do if you love someone. So let me know mention something for someone to think, okay, if you love somebody, this is what you should be doing. People say if you love somebody, you should be calling the person and things. I have a different perspective about that. If you love somebody, you should try to grow with them and build with them. You understand? So let me not start mentioning things so that people's mindset will be limited to, oh, these are the attributes of love. No, love is your own. You define what love is. No, no, no. You don't define what love is. There's a version of love God commanded us to 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 have, that is patience, kindness. um you are meek, you are not quick to anger and all these things. I can't recall them off head, but then these are some of the attributes of love. So let's not use our personal human perspective to um uh, mislead people on what love is. Do you understand? So let me use another example. Actions speak louder than words. You can't tell me you're going to teach me a certain course and then you yourself you are not learning. That means what I can teach me. I can't teach me your own perspective. You are not going to teach me what the lecturer is teaching. You understand? So yes, don't let this fool you. Let price action speak. That's why I call it price action. Price is acting for you to know what it's doing. You understand? People act in certain ways near you and then use those actions to make your analysis about the person. You understand? Exactly. So this particular month has not been broken out of. So let's focus on the weekly. Now this week's candle, this one was ranging inside this week's candle. Didn't break below it. It waited all the way for this one to come down, break this one, and then take out this one. So what are we going to do now? We are going to leave our lines here. 1, 2 daily. Now for silver, silver is very, very tricky. If you don't know how to trade silver, you wound yourself. You understand? And then I use that word intentionally. You wound yourself when you're trading silver if you don't trade it well. Yes, so liquidity sweep, push above this high, liquidity sweep above this high, break down, took out this low, structure shift, retracement, entered this resistance, down, created a resistance here and here, retracement higher, came all the way into this resistance. So let's go on the 4-hour time frame and see what's happening. So we can see price dropping lower. We can see price dropping lower after taking out this liquidity. This one, I can't tell if price is going to come all the way back here to take out this one, but we live to see. Do you understand? So yes, from my perspective, price is going to go lower, take out this low. So this will be the PWL, PWH, and PML, PMH. Previous month high, previous month low, previous week high, previous week low. And this is the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour is giving me an indication that it's going to come all the way low, take out this low, and then possibly come for this one. But we will wait for price action to give us more clue to know what we are going to do next. You understand? Let's go on the 1-hour time frame. Let's see if there's a structure break. No, there's no structure break yet. So we'll wait for the Sunday open to give us an idea on what price is trying to do. Euro USD, not today. GBPUSD, let me check. I still don't know where GBPUSD is going, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Anyway, so that's all for today, and that's the market commentary from me, the small kid, for the coming week. I'll be uploading it soon. Thank you for tuning in, and then good luck and good trading for the coming week. I hope this analysis helps you. I'll see you later. Bye.